Hey guys, welcome back to Becoming Soulful. Today is Tuesday, and I'm bringing in a lot of interesting personalities from all around the world to share about how they retain their identity and do what they love doing and live the purpose of their life. Today, I have a very interesting guest, and I don't want to say anything about her except that she is my ma'am in my PG. I had done my MSW in Madurai, Madurai Institute of Social Sciences, and she was my professor. And I don't have anything else to share about her on my own because I feel very proud, moved, and I just want to bring her onto the camera and introduce you to her. I'm proudly presenting my own ma'am from Madurai Institute of Social Services, Mrs. Janet Shankar. Ma'am, can you please come on camera?
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am,
Good
thank
evening.
you.
Good evening.
Thank you for accepting my invitation, ma'am.
Okay.
How are you?
Fine, ma. Fine. I'm really happy. You've really taken a very challenging task. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Please introduce yourself, ma'am, because I didn't say anything about, because you have a huge list to talk about yourself. And I don't want to say anything because I want it to come from your mouth. Please introduce yourself.
Sure. Okay. I'm Dr. Janet. I'm former principal, Madurai Institute of Social Sciences, and also my specialization to medical and psychiatric social work. I'm really proud because that really helps me a lot. And also now I'm practicing counseling and psychotherapy at MSCTRF Trust. That's really a wonderful experience for me. Also, I'm teaching theology also in the Tamil Nadu Theological Seminary. I'm doing my doctorate, first geriatrics, now I'm doing in theology. So really, I'm enjoying, and also all these sessions, especially dealing with women group. Really, I'm very much happy and proud dealing with the youngsters, especially all colleges. I'm giving premarital counseling, and also I'm preparing family women. And in my YouTube also, I'm addressing all women folks and how to change. I mean the total way how to lead their life very successfully for all those things. Maybe this is also one of the biggest chance for me to meet all youngsters, young women, and really proud to be with you this evening.
So now, guys, you know why I brought her in front of you, because she has pool of experiences and she's so passionate about what she's doing. And she's all about psychiatry, counseling, coaching, premarital, which is one of my favorite topic. And she is a highly active person and very enthusiastic. I have never seen her tired. And if at all we are doing something like what I'm doing right now, because of inspiration like Mrs. Janet Shankar, Dr. Janet Shankar.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
thank you so much.
Let's travel back 20 years, 30 years back.
Yes.
Talk about the girl Janet. Did she have any idea about what she is doing right now?
Actually, that's a slight change because my father's ambition, I want to become a doctor. And then he tried, I also tried. And one aspect, my father is a pastor, so he has to give recommendation to his congregation member. So he gave a letter to another congregation to CMC Vellore. So I missed the chance. Then I joined at WCC, and then I joined a BSc, then MSW at Delhi, I mean Trichy. Then I joined immediately to MISS. My another important information, even one day I didn't have an unemployed person, even one day, because when I was doing my PG, the time of internship, I had a job at Helpage India. Then I went to block placement from Nimans. From there, I joined this next day, I joined Helpage. From the Helpage, I joined directly to the MISS, Madurai Institute of Social Sciences, that too permanent job. The UG sponsored one. So the whole my lifetime, I didn't even feel one day unemployed. As God's grace and my parents' blessings.
Wow. So that's a very great inspiration, because so many people are completing their college and waiting for work. But ma'am was a hot cake. As soon as she completed the placement, she was placed. Yes, ma'am. No doubt about it. So, how was what was a special trait when you were a school or college student? Because when I look back, when I see you now, we are talking to women. When I see you now, what is that certain personality elements in you made you do all these stuff?
Yeah, I'm really happy about this question, particularly because two persons in my life, one my father and my mother, both of them very much having concern about the society. And I always travel with my father, all rural places, all villages. And my father and my mother also taught me to be with them and to talk to them and to socialize with them. With that notion, I went to Women's Christian College at Chennai. And there I became a Senate member of social work. So that's one of my area. And then I used to take students to all slums at Chennai. And we had a wonderful time with them because that really motivated me to take later social work. First, I thought of going to MBBS. Now, I thought this also one of the social doctor, they used to say. So immediately, I thought this is a profession really apt for me. So that really motivated my parents, especially my father and my mother. Both of them, especially my father.
Okay. Many people study college, they get the inspiration from the parents, but after marriage, they drop. After marriage, they have to take a break because of children and all those stuff, and they lose their confidence. But you steadily, continuously, you are on the journey, you will never take a break. So suggest something for such women who are losing their confidence after marriage.
Yeah. So for my life was full of struggle, but I managed it. You know how one is mine is inter-religion marriage, inter-caste marriage, and both it's a thing. Everybody felt bad because I don't know how to manage and everything. My husband is one of the major person. Like he brought me, and also he helped me a lot. And slowly, I made my mother-in-law accept me, and with a joint family. And I have 6 sister-in-laws, and thank God only one mother-in-law. And I am very particular because my mother used to tell me about joint family. So I was with my family, joint family, nearly 30 years. I was with along with my mother-in-law. She passed away only 2 years back. Till then, she really helped me a lot. So, and also whole my in-laws family also motivated me to do all my work, my college work, by taking care of my children. And so the joint family is one of the major area for me to go out like this. Even my evening time after my college, I used to go for counseling, and all hospitals I used to visit. And that time and all, I'll be back home only at 10 o'clock or 11. But till everything taken care by my husband, my mother-in-law. I am really till I can thank my mother-in-law, all my sister-in-laws.
Okay, let's congratulate the joint family system and how it has helped you.
Yeah.
A little credit about Mr. Shankar. What kind of a husband? What is his best practice? What are the best practices my audience can learn from Mr. Shankar as a husband for a very ambitious woman like you?
Yeah. See, we both had a discussion about my job and everything. And he is a person who's really giving me a lot of opportunities and helping me to achieve one by one. Even my PhD, he really supported me, and my mother-in-law also supported me very much in that area. And taking care of my children, he took a lot of effort. Even today, he used to take me everywhere and all wherever I go, and he'll be with me. And even when I've met with an accident, and he really, it's a nursing care also he has given me. And see, as a husband, he's not having jealous, and he's not having any inferiority complex. And he took it in a very right sense and very positive way. And even my lot of sister-in-law and mother-in-law, he used to protect me in everywhere. He never leave me down anywhere. And he supported me in everywhere. Even my family also surprised because he is the one who is really behind me to come out this sort of success for my life.
Beautiful. So I'm talking to many women after marriage, after giving birth to children, they also wanted to do something. Since you have been doing continuously, your husband supported, your mother-in-law supported, everybody supported. But there are some families where the husbands don't realize that the woman has such an idea like that. She wants to go, but she needs support, little push at least, little support, financial support to start everything again. So how she can approach her husband, because your husband was supportive, whereas there are
Yeah.
families where the husbands don't support or they don't even understand that woman wants to start again. So what is
Yes.
your suggestion for such women first?
See, actually, for all those things, number one, first, they should have a good understanding, and both couple, they should accept each other, the total acceptance, and sometimes they may not come to your side. Suppose the husband is not willing or they really don't want to do anything. One thing, we should not become upset, and we should see that what are the ways she is helpful to him. And there's one thing I always believe that all husband, if you put it in a right way, it's a very proper communication is essential. And also, when you go down, I mean, the complex should not be there, and make himself to feel that, see, for me, wherever I go, I'll take and I'll introduce. See, there's a real support for me in the society. And also, the transparency is essential. What I'm doing, even my calls, he knows who's coming and who's talking and everything. It's not like I'm going under his clutches, nothing. Only thing is the transparency, and I know what he is doing, she knows what I'm doing. So once if the transparency is there, there always sharing is important. Even every day, sometimes where around 30 minutes, somehow I'll be manage to share what all happened today. So maybe at the time of driving, sometimes I'm not supposed to disturb, but I still I disturb. I'll talk to him, and sometimes we'll have a cup of coffee somewhere, and we'll used to talk. So that's why when I was in a joint family, sometimes we don't find a place. So I always tell him that I'll be the bike, whatever I'll talk, he should shake only head, not have any hands. Like that, I'll share everything. So there's a sort of ventilation also. So that's what we used to
Okay.
enjoy, fight, and everything. We'll do it.
Okay. So then, so there is a good chemistry and there is a good compatibility. I'm
My
talking about the
husband, yeah,
husbands. I'm talking about
yes,
husbands who are not compatible because they
yeah,
probably they don't have the ability to understand. They
yeah,
don't have the ability. I'm not blaming them. Some husbands they
yes,
don't have the ability. Some wives they don't have the ability to understand. I'm talking about such husband and wives.
yeah. See, for them, what I want to suggest, wives, like they should accept him as he is. They should not try to change him. If they won't change. So she has to modify, okay, what are the areas he's interested? What are the areas he likes it? First, let them fulfill for that. Then slowly the binding will be there. So the bond will be there. Automatically, she can put it in a light manner. It's a very like a sandwich type of comments he give. Should not give any negative comments directly. So the way she behaves, and he will understand that he should not hurt his wife. So only the showing love and concern, care is very important. It takes some time. See, I'm not saying it's a magic way. Within a year, I achieved. There's a lot of suffering, even when I too faced it. A lot of time I took it to make my to understand. So many sometimes fighting and beating, so many things there. But still, the basic love is important. The basic love only makes okay. Whatever we feel, the next day will become all right. The next day I should not carry the anger or the negative feelings. So like that we have to go, but they have to struggle for some time. We cannot expect immediate changes, but they will change. See, for example, I used to say to my clients also, like there is a dirty is there. When you pour always good water, automatically it will clean. The water should go regularly, correctly. So the dirts automatically will go. The same way, their habits also, they will change later. So we should not give any tit for tat or taking revenge or sarcastic comments or double bind communication. We should not. So always our side is open and transparency. They will watch. So automatically they will come to our line. And also maybe is I don't know whether shall I share it. The personal relationship also very important. Maybe I can say the sexual relationship. It's very important because that's only thing binding their relationships regularly. And whatever it may be, that time they'll have a certain concern and care and love. That the women should accept it and understand it.
Yeah, I shamelessly talk about everything in this channel because we are adults and we are talking for a particular intention. We have to speak.
Yeah.
Sex is one of the tool to express intimacy, and marriage makes only, there's only one difference in marriage other than friendship.
Yes.
Just a sexual intimacy.
Yes.
So it has to be there. Yeah. What if the woman has lost her confidence after marriage? It's not about the husband, it's not about the mother-in-law, it's not about anybody. She is an enemy to herself. She is not confident. So what is the message for such women?
Number one, we have to see what are the, is there any basic, she is not very comfortable or she has any low self-esteem or inferiority complex or any communication barriers or lack of socialization. So we have to analyze what are the factors influencing for not not able to accept the challenges. Number one. Number two, we have to find out to whom she is socializing, because sometimes they have to go and meet assertive people very frequently, means automatically they become. If they go and meet again the low self-esteem group or those who don't want any encouraging people, then automatically they cannot come up. So that's what we always say is that the environment makes also with whom they are going and what type of the time, how she spends her time. There's even reading books, really, it's a very important one. And sometimes even listening, so many informations are coming. TV, there's a good one. If they'll go through it and they'll also should learn how to communicate first and then how to make good relationship, then how to express their emotions properly, because the emotional expression also sometimes it's a problem. If it is there any inappropriate places, if they express their emotion, and sometimes it will also get into trouble, they may not able to go with that. So what I'm saying, like first they should have a self analysis and what are the limitations they are having. They should know how to come out of this. They should express to somebody. So any confidential, those who are having any confidence with somebody or counselors, they can go and talk to them and they can find out what way they can go. Because I can see so many housewives, they used to come and talk to me. Then if you motivate them properly, automatically they will come out. You can pinpoint their potentials. What are the potentials they are having? They may not identify. That's why our role is where maybe these are the channel way you also can pinpoint their potentials. Automatically they will come out.
But most of the husbands and the mother-in-law or the entire family has a fear that if a woman focuses on her professional dreams, she might not focus on her family. So that's
that's the important one. Yesterday also I talked about work-life balance, like how to balance both together. See, for that, I prefer the women, if they are having a working women, it's one of the important area where they have to manage the family as well the work profession. And also the decentralizing the things. For example, when I'm with my mother-in-law, I never interfere the kitchen work. See, like sometimes if you put everything together, everything I have to do, it's very difficult. So certain things is my husband is doing, certain things is I'm doing. So like that, we have to decentralize our responsibility. And also we should take care about ourselves first, our personal care and how to take care of your children and family. Everything, if you put certain, what you can say, concern, everybody will feel that, okay, she is taking care of the family. Nothing, very simple way. If I go out, my mother-in-law, what she likes, I know. So if I go, I'll give it to her. It's a small gesture, but she likes it so much. And even she likes saris. Sometimes wherever I go, if anything is there, so simple sari at least. If I just present it, she'll be very happy. So certain things, even the surprise gifts, languages of love, maybe the love languages. I always tell the women, five areas is there. Number one, affirmation. We have to give affirmation or positive strokes to people. Number two, your presence. It should be a very important one. So now and then your quality time with the family. The third one is acts of service. When you work and you can talk about your private, I mean professional, what you are doing in the office, or when you can chat with your mother-in-law, what's happening in college, like that. If you show, we should slowly we can make them to understand what type of work I'm doing. They will realize, okay, this is an important work, an important case, important client, like that. So we never talk about the problem, but we talk about the issues, what is happening. Third one, and then fourth one is surprise gifts, really make them feel more happy. Then the last one is a touch. If I talk to my family members, if I touch them or hold their hand, they'll be very comfortable. And there's a closeness is there. Maybe these languages of love I practice.
Yeah, wow, beautiful. Very inspiring to hear all that. And when you speak, it sounds very, very easy. What about the families which has difference in the level of education, communication? The small town boy marrying a girl from a big town, or the small town mother-in-law not understanding the girl from a well-educated background. So, what is your suggestion to mother-in-laws to bridge the gap?
This is another important area I'm really happy to share. See, I used to have patients like this. So what they will do, the mother-in-law, it's very difficult. Sometimes it's very tough time. They used to face a lot of problems with her mother-in-law, as well as it's very tough to handle her husband also. So this time, this poor girls, the ladies, what they will do, sometimes they don't talk to anybody. They'll become isolated. Sometimes they'll become depressed. So what I used to tell them that, okay, at least every day, half an hour, their personal health, maybe they exercise and they are taking good diet and food. These are psychological issues. I mean, the physical conditions. Then psychologically, like I think one thing they should know, it's very difficult to change any person, especially don't try to change your mother-in-law. And please go according to their expectation. They may say that we are not a slave or something. Don't feel any ego. Don't show any ego. Though you study well or you don't study, just obey your mother-in-law. Nothing wrong in it, because she's after all your husband's mother. See, for example, I want to tell you, it's not like educated or something. When I got married, I told my mother, I took coffee. When I gave it to my husband, he said, my amma gave me, my mother gave me coffee, I had it. I was so angry. Immediately, I called my mom. See, why should he marry in the beginning? I'm saying, as you said, it's not a bed of roses, but what all struggle I faced. Said, why should he marry? Because he's not accepting coffee. Mother-in-law, the early morning, she used to give him a coffee. Like that, I gave all negative comments to my mother. You know what my mother said? Okay, go to college and call me in the evening. So I called her in the evening. She said, you entered in the house only for 7 days. He usually get coffee from his mother past 29 years. So it's a matter of very simple matter. If you feel your sister-in-law is not allowing me to give coffee to your brother, how will you feel? Then I said, I won't feel comfortable. So she said, the same way. she's like your mother. I'm here instead of me, she's there. You have to change your perception. And if you think always mother-in-law is a negative woman, it's very difficult. So for that only, because she's a very tough lady, I can say my mother-in-law is very tough. But the only thing, I changed my perception. I accepted her as she is.
Yeah, I would have been happy that she's giving coffee to the husband, and I will ask, okay, give me also 1 cup of coffee.
And also, then I was happy because no servant is giving coffee, only my mother-in-law. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so you give coffee to him also, give it to me also. I'll be happy.
Sure, sure,
Not
sure.
complain.
Please come on. That's nice.
Ma'am, very, very interesting to listen to you, and I feel like asking more questions, but I'm going to ask some questions that I ask everybody. I want
Okay.
you to answer in one word. What do you think about life, ma'am? Life is like a dash.
It's a creativity. Creativity. Life is like what you can say, like it's identifying yourself and also finding yourself. That's what I feel.
Beautiful. I love that word, finding myself. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What is one book you will recommend? What are you reading right now?
Actually, for me, I always read 2 things. Number one, my subject book, if I take developmental psychology, Elizabeth Erlag, because till old age, from conception to old age, that is there. I always ask my students also to buy a book and keep it, the whole, how to handle your children and everything is there. So developmental psychology and my therapeutic skills, therapeutic counseling. That's very important for me. The psychotherapy books I love to read, especially Dr. Prashanthan's book. I love to read it because that's really, I updating myself and psychiatry books, any psychiatry books.
If you can recommend one travel hack, women, we travel a lot, ambitious women, we travel a lot.
Yeah.
Any one suggestion for women?
See, first one, everybody will say that I'm a gender based, I don't want to, but still, your dressing sense is very important. And also, any, for example, I mean, the safety measures, like how to protect yourself, you can have it, a small thing, it's nothing wrong in it. And sometimes they'll say, my students used to say, we'll have a safety pin. And sometimes if anybody touched, I used to pinch like that only. So there's nothing wrong, but our own, yesterday also we had a session, how to help yourself, your hands and your nails and your fit your body. So anytime you can do it, there's nothing wrong in it. Any, you want to give, but only thing, any small things you can keep it in your bag at times. It's really helpful. And another thing, I request you, please don't believe only with all the numbers. Always a small note. You should have all the numbers. A small paper, small note. Keep it in your bag. Sometimes you don't have a charge, and sometimes you lose it, and you don't know how to call. That really I found it. That's why I thought I want to tell all women should have a small note, all the important numbers. I like that. Even you can before you leave anywhere with your close friends or somebody, you should inform, and even the line they can follow. No, what you can say that the place you have to say, no, tracker. Yeah, any important one you should give. That's my suggestion.
Yeah. And let me take this opportunity to address boys also who trouble girls when they travel. Can you address them, ma'am?
Yeah.
When girls travel alone in the train, they trouble a lot.
Yeah. See, now first one, first how we are walking. Your body language is important for girls, I want to tell you. Because even the train, the way you're sitting, the way you're talking, number one. Even if anybody is there, if you look at them directly, see, you may think that is it possible or sometimes not possible. But only thing, even the village women, I observed the train when they're traveling, the way their sound, the communication pattern, no one will touch that. Because the people, Mama, please, you sleep, don't shout like that. See, sometimes you have to raise your voice. That shows that you are confident and assertive. If you are very soft and very slow and everything, they will try. So don't give that first, number one. Number two, you know how to address people. You have all the important numbers you should have. That's what I told you. And sometimes even I have two cells. The cell phone is really helpful to us. But only thing, and the small knife or something they can. And but before that, I don't want to try anything. The way you are communicating, you have to tell them directly, indirectly, I am here, don't play with me. They'll say, switch off the light. If you raise your voice and tell in the train, I'm going to sleep, please switch off the light, then the people won't talk to you at all. So like that, you should make that image that you are a very rough person. Even the bus also, you have to tell the conductor, until I come, please don't take it, because I know I'm going to restroom. In front of everybody, you should inform. Then only everybody will watch whether you have entered or not. The conductor will ask twice, Amma vanditingla, please come, please come. We are waiting, like that. So make it very confident. Don't feel any hesitate or don't feel shy. Your shyness is really negative for you. See, Tamil we used to say, Vetkam is a negative, Nanam is a positive. You should not feel shy or inferior about anything.
I used to say, making mistake, you should feel bad about it. But regular girly shyness, no. Because we are no more aiming to be girly. That's the professional place. You want to become a professional woman, have more professional qualities rather than shy. We are not into that business anymore, except for the husband relationship. We can be bold and strong.
Yes.
Exactly. Well said, ma'am. 1 point for the boys who are troubling. We spoke for girls.
Oh, yeah. Boys, what I want to tell them that, see, that's one thing we have to see. Certain age, sometimes they'll enjoy. See, you should see the boundaries. Boundary is important. Suppose they are enjoying and they are making noise like that. But they also should see that the consequences they should know. If they make any trouble, that's what the awareness is essential. Because now the POCSO Act is very important. Everybody knows it now. If they, the same way, the boys also should know, if they do anything wrong, what are the consequences they are going to face it. Even I want maybe my suggestion, every bus and everywhere they had earlier, but still, if they put it like this, if they do any mistakes or if they any complaints, they will have this sort of, only thing, they should not allow them to study. The colleges or any education, this remarks really affect them, means then the parents will take care. And they also will get a lot of, and also the alcohol nowadays, it's very difficult to find out, but the girls also should know the boys is really having any other alcohol or anything, and they should see that the public should be with them while traveling. The public health is important.
Well said, ma'am. What is your opinion about financial freedom for women?
Yeah, this is another important area, madam, because I am called to confidently, I'm doing because my financial management is within me. I can take decision. Also, I can claim for it. But for those who are always going with the husband for money and everything, it's very difficult. But they need not feel inferior. But at the same time, they should make it very clear about their expenses and everything. At the same, even the housewife, they are not able to go for a job. Make it very clear that this much I want for my household. And except extra money also, they should have it. They should have small savings, the home saving. Like at the Kalatala, earlier, they used to put it on in any grocery side and everything, our grandmas and all. That's really safe, because when there is a bank is leave, bank is strike, ATM, I don't know how to operate. This is a small petty cash is always is essential. They should have a petty cash always. The every week they must get some amount with their husband and keep. The only thing, they should not go and spend unnecessarily, because once you make it very clear that my wife should not spend, she won't spend, that confidence you have to create with your family, automatically they will give whatever they want, because they feel that this is another savings bank. So like that, the financial on I mean, the financial freeness also is important. So that's why the budgeting is important. Family budget. Sometimes you have to put a budget, and even any adolescent girls or boys is there, make them to run the family expenses, so that they also should know this much amount. So the amma expense, amma personal, like that they should split. That will be very fantastic sharing. That's what the financial, the family finance management.
Beautiful. I'm also talking to women who are about 30, 35 plus. Give us one suggestion how to age gracefully. What you started after 30, 35, 40, what did you started doing to live well, age well?
See, for me, like maybe my personal, as well as I want to tell others also, like after 35, you are having your plan, you know? Like your children are growing and you have to plan, and how to put them in a right track, and marriage and everything you have to plan. So all these things is there. So first thing, your physical health should be very important, and then your family members, and even the insurance part and everything, you have to make it very clear. Insurance is very important, especially health insurance. And also make your having a good interaction with the family members, and make it very clear that maybe after some time, this is the middle age, I mean, not adults, it's a middle age. So this is a very prime age, I can say. They have to earn money, they have to earn whatever the possibility is there. As long as they are hale and healthy, they can have a lot of business or some contacts with people, how to earn money and how to take their future. This is very important. So only thing is the health, the body should be fit, the mind should be always very dynamic way to run the show. So automatically the people will come to you. So that's also important one, how to manage their age.
What have you stopped doing, ma'am? You must have been doing something at the age of 16, 17, after 30, 35 plus, with the wisdom you have in life. What have you stopped doing?
Yeah. Actually, stop doing now only I have to stop, I think, because my weight, because I am going for swimming, my weight I have to reduce. And by God's grace, so far no sugar, no BP, but I want to maintain that. And I want to go for regular, maybe my spirituality, I want to go, and I want to help to my children, whoever it may be, not only my children. Children means I mean my students also. Anybody want, because my passion for the counseling and even now online session I'm doing. So that's how I manage myself. I want to stop means my unwanted eating junk foods.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, one out of syllabus question. If your husband has to describe you in one word, what he will say? What he will say about you in one word? If he has to describe you.
Lovable wife.
Wow. If you have to describe him, if you have to describe him.
Handsome husband.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. What will your students talk about you in one word? If I have to say,
like a mother.
Yeah. I always felt you are like a mother hen for us. And that's the feeling you gave us when I was studying. And we can talk anything to you. So if I have to go for a flashback of life in MSW with you, I can come and talk to you anything. I can ask anything to you. We never had the fear element. You make us so comfortable. And I still remember the day when we were going to Chennai for trip, Mumbai trip and Chennai trip. We can come and talk to you anything. You create that kind of comfort for all of us. And I'm so proud having you with me. I never expected I will be sitting next to you and talking to you. It's a golden opportunity. I want this moment. I want this moment with you. So I invited you. I want to record my life with the most key persons in my life. And this is the one golden moment, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Actually, I too very much proud because for me, I'm always jolly going person. I always love to have students along with me wherever I go, both boys and girls together. So I really because of that only still I'm not realizing my age, I believe. I always
I'm
go
not
with
also
it.
not realizing. You have that subtle, you make subtle jokes, you make us laugh. I don't know where you got this because that is why you're looking so young and beautiful also. You are one of the inspiration for dressing up. You are always
Yeah.
neat, well-dressed, groomed, and
Yeah.
uh, you always wear new things. I've never seen you
Yeah.
in repeated saris. Such a beautiful woman you are. And if I give you last 90 seconds, what is one suggestion you want to give to my audience, ma'am?
See, I want all women should be assertive. Assertiveness is very important because I don't want any women with go with passive group or submissive or aggressive. Rather, assertiveness is very important. If you are assertive, you are having a good decision maker, you are a good leader, and you are a good mental matured person. So I want all women should be like that. So I'm really proud and happy to be with you all. I'm really proud my student is taking such a lot of grand opening, and I really happy. I pray for all of your actions and everything in that.
Thank you so much, man. Big hugs
Thank
for you. I love you so much. Thank you. Thanks for accepting and
thank you.
coming on show. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh my God, that was my moment, guys. I don't know whether I'm doing this for you, but I can humbly accept that this I'm doing for myself. I have traveled with some people who give best memories for me, and they have shaped me. And Dr. Janet Shankar, my mom, is one person who was an inspiration in my college days. And I have created this for myself. Hope you also enjoyed talking to her and you also had good time listening to her. She's such an experienced person and very, very lively person. And she's one of the role model for professors, lecturers in the college. So hope you liked it. I'll come back again with some more interesting personalities. Every Tuesday, you can wait for such interesting wisdom from people all around the world. So stay tuned, like, share, subscribe, and become soulful by doing what your soul wants, apart from the work you're doing for your survival needs. Take little time to do your soul work. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. I'll see you again another Tuesday. Bye.